Yo, I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, check out Rush 1v1. Win 4 games in a row for a chance to earn exclusive Rush apparel, VC, and more. On Wednesday, meet your competition in the cages, because all day long,
the bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Hunter. Young is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Sabonis in at the 4. And for the Lakers, Jimmy Butler is out there with Harris. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Paul outside. Butler on the wing. In the corner, it's Harris. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Now, here is Young. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Young against Paul. Thompson outside. There's the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
Paul against Young. The pass to Curry. Now Sabonis. Over Paul. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Curry.
Boy, he's so well-rounded in his game. Sabonis is terrific at finding opportunities to score from there.
To the middle. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Young passes to Hunter. Now Sabonis, guarded by Harris. Curry against Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
An elite defender. Thompson's basketball IQ, size, and length is a lethal concoction.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Here's Paul. Following the score by Houston. Thompson with the bucket.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Young from the arc. Kept alive by Houston. Holmes kicks to Hunter. Outside Curry. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. As many do, he compared Domantas Sabonis to his dad, Arvydas, in terms of his feel for the game. Coach said, Domas is now capable of registering a triple-double on any given night, largely because he anticipates everything. And he has the talent and size to take advantage of what he sees. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Young dishes to Hunter. The high post shot. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Now here's Thompson following the shot by Chris Paul. Three-pointer, Butler, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Curry coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Here's Sabonis off the left rim and out. Lakers leading by 6. Butler kicks to Thompson. Paul outside. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
At the top of the key, Thompson. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Butler. And stolen by Hunter.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Nice shot by Thompson.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Young against Paul. Unloads from 13. Young's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Cranes the three-pointer. Thompson's got 13.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Clark, with last season shortened, maybe some second-year players hitting the rookie wall for the first time here in 2021.
That's a good point. I mean, again, the carryover, you know, people tend to look at this thing in compartments this season, this number of games, but there is carryover. I mean, teams that go through lengthy runs in the playoffs each year and then start up again oftentimes have fatigue battles that other players and teams don't. So that's real, the fatigue that carries over from season to season.
Love's checked in for Houston.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Sabonis. 18th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates. Curry with a wide open look. And again, unable to change momentum here. Lakers leading by 12. Outside Butler. Here's Harris. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Love. Here's Curry. Nice D from Valanciunas.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Curry against Paul. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
To the inside. Beverly against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Beverly for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Beverly looking to score as soon as he gets the ball now, so you can't give him any room.
Paul against Young. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Butler feeling it out a bit. Good, nice job down low. Butler's got 5 now.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Young, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul, a big who isn't just skilled but also brings that toughness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. McDermott's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Wiggins comes in for Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Chris Paul. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House has checked in for Sabonis. And it's Payne in for Trae Young. Here's Beverly. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Love. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
A nice job of affecting the shot there by Valanciunas, using those long arms to just frustrate the shooter.
Passes it to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Rubio. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 17. Pass to Diallo. Right wing. Payne with it. He had 10 points in the win against Minnesota. Kicks to Beverly. Wiggins with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nance outside. Rubio outside. There's the pass to McDermott. The shot. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's hauled in by Diallo. Rockets trail by 14. Stops. Pops. Here's Love. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And Love once had a 30-30 game as a member of the Timberwolves. The guy is a force.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Here is Nance. No points in the game yet for him. And here's McDermott, 6 to shoot. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
To the paint. A second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Now here's Nance. Misses the layup. And it's Houston on the break. Beverly wide open. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. To the inside. Back to Rubio. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Love. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Valanciunas. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. Rockets trail by 13. 43 seconds left in the first. Inside, here's House. The Rockets again can't hit. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Minnesota.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Here is House. He kicks it to Payne. Drains it from beyond the arc. Payne's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. Rubio outside. Oh, that was terrific!
My goodness! And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. You know, I'm constantly talking on the court. I'm a communicator, and I feel like it's hard to go wrong when you're communicating.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Patrick Beverley out there with Payne. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's House in at the 3 slot. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That free throw good from Love. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Payne looking around. Houston moving it around. Love the pass to House. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Beverley. Larry Nance making his last shot. Beverley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And one thing about Beverley, he's not just nasty on defense. He's great at getting the defense to rough him up on the other end, too.
For Houston, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he makes the first.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverley hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Butler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hunter's checked in for Houston. Seth Curry comes in for Cameron Payne. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now here's Beverley following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And Beverley kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Holmes down low, covered by Rubio. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And it's Hunter with the jam.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Pass to Harris. Over Love. Harris's shot is off. Rockets trail by 12. Hunter, the pass to Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Harris.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Thompson comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and Chris Paul subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Houston, Sabonis comes in for Kevin Love. And Trae Young subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Now Hunter. Got a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Back to Young. Clock at 4. The three. The Rockets with another miss. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Paul gets it to go in.
Never surprising to see Chris Paul start the break now. But as we see right there, he's just as good at finishing it.
Young drives in. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Holmes.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Paul. 8 points his last outing.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
These are the guys you want on the wing when your team needs a three. In the second half of the season, they're the top small forwards in the NBA from beyond the arc. DeAndre Hunter is second.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
The free throw drops for Hunter. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Paul. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Curry against Thompson. Doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland, taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. On its way from Young for 2. Another miss by Houston.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Butler dishes to Paul. Passes to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got 9 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Pass to Hunter. Kicks to Young.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And so Young nails them both. Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 31-point game against Brooklyn. Paul outside. Tries to save it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Lakers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's the Rockets. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And, you know, Houston, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Young following the basket by Chris Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Hunter, the pass to Sabonis. The turnaround Jay. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And here's Young following the 3 from Chris Paul. Young, that's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Butler against Curry. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Paul. Los Angeles leading by 14. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Sabonis. The 10-footer. Butler, no good. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Hunter. 9 points in the game so far. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Nance has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Butler missing. Rockets trail by 14. Hunter kicks to Curry. It's Young on the wing. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Thompson outside. There's the dish to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Young.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Harris, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Young with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That's good from Young.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Wiggins is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And a switch here also for Houston. Love's checked in for Hunter. And it's Paul with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle, here's Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Diallo, covered by Wiggins. Diallo inside. Valanciunas is there, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Thompson right side. Paul outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. Six to shoot. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
And the first one at the line is good.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Rockets. And so he makes both from the line. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Rubio finds Wiggins.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Here's Wiggins. A 17-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Thompson outside. Just 4 to shoot. The pass to Valanciunas. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And how about we check the numbers for him? And here's Houston. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Payne, covered by Rubio. And the dunk by Love.
And that's using Love to his full capacity. He can pick and roll or pick and pop, depending on how the defense plays it.
Now here's Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McDermott passes to Wiggins. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Boy, how about the physical play by Rubio to set that shot up with the screen?
McDermott with the steal. From 17 feet out, Rubio misses. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Beverly looking around. Wiggins with some nice D. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Rubio. McDermott with it. He's guarded by Diallo. And here's McDermott over Diallo. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. In our possession, we're going hard.
We'll see if that continues in the second half, Andrew. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. The offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Percentage-wise, they were in the low 30s. That's right, low 30s from beyond the arc. That won't get it done. Every team in the league now relies on some level of consistent production from the three-point line. But if you dug yourself a hole and you aren't a three-point shooting team, that needs to change.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Thompson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
Now here's Thompson. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Harris. Paul, no one around him. And it's Butler missing. Rockets trail by 4. Young looking around. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Thompson inside the line. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, once Thompson gets going, he is almost impossible to slow down. We're seeing that tonight. Their entire offense is revolving around him, and boy, is he coming through.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Clock at 6. Hunter, the pass to Young. Here's Curry, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Trae Young. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 27 points per, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did, too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV Center. So he saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. And they double up Paul. And Valanciunas kicks the butt. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing here by 8. Launches it. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And they double up Paul. Thompson against Curry. Back to Paul. This one for 3. The kick outside to Butler. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 11 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Excellent job by Sabonis after setting the screen. Very mobile in these pick and rolls.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And now a look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. Number 5 is Trae Young.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Larry Nance has checked in for Valanciunas. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Nance with no one around. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Nance has got 5 points so far. Now Curry. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Young from outside makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Paul for 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and it's Butler laying it in. He's got 13.
You know, rebounding is effort and relentlessness, and Butler has that, and he's also a high-energy guy whenever he's on the court.
Curry attacking. Young outside, fires for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down low. Nance dishes to Paul. There's the lob for Harris.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Now, here's Hunter, defended by Butler. And the call will be against Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Klay Thompson. Kevin Love's checked in for the Rockets. Good on the 13-footer. And it's 8 points for Love.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Harris. He's got 15. And slam dunk by Harris.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
Pass to Hunter. And here's Love, defended by Paul. Love kicks to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Over Butler. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Hunter. LA has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Rockets on defense. To the inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
Outside Curry. Pass to Hunter. To the middle. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. 26 points for Trae Young.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
The pass to Butler. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
McDermott's checked in for the Lakers. Ricky Rubio comes in for Paul. Houston also making some changes. Diallo, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Curry. Now here's Wiggins. 5 points in the game. Here's Rubio. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Diallo, and the layup is good. Diallo's got 6 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rubio, the pass to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Rockets trail by 8. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Daniel House has checked in for Houston. Payne comes in for Trae Young.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Wiggins, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now here's Payne, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Payne kicks to Diallo. 5 on the clock. Step back shot. Rebound the Lakers.
Now there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Rubio in the corner. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beverly the pass to Payne. And a missed layup. Lakers leading by 8. Now here's Butler. 15 points in the game. And stolen by Payne. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
2.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Rubio with the ball for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. Inside and stolen by Love. And it's the Rockets on the break. Payne kicks to Beverly. The shot from the low post is good. Beverly's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, the defense has to feel lost. I mean, Beverly is talented, really talented, and quite good at nailing those tough shots close to the basket.
And stolen by Love. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Rubio looking around. Shots good by Butler.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Wiggins against Beverly. Three trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And that one misses. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Rockets. Hunter's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles leading by 5. The Lakers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And he makes the first.
Clearly, Jimmy Butler is in the prime years of his career. And, you get the feeling that no matter how much he achieves, he's always going to be looking to get better.
And so Butler nails both of them. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Payne. 6 points for him. Pass to Love. Houston moving the ball around. And it's Rubio penetrating. Outside Butler. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target. And Houston the other way now. An open look for Beverly. Another miss by Houston. Beverly against Wiggins. Passes it to Valanciunas. Rubio with it. Back to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And so here is Houston. It's a 10-point game. Payne dishes to Hunter. 1:24 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Here's McDermott. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
I'd love to see more of this from McDermott. I mean, when he hustles like that in transition, he makes an impact.
Pass to Love. Back to Payne. Shot to stop the run. That falls. Great assist by Love. Payne's got his third basket of the night right there.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now the pass to Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 13.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Payne with it. He's got 8. Pass to Love. Over Valanciunas. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Butler. On the wing, Wiggins. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Love. Nice D from Valanciunas. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Los Angeles Lakers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Kevin Love, Patrick Beverley out there with Payne. Then there's Hunter, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Paul is doubled. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Rockets making a change here. Curry's checked in. And here's Beverley. To the paint, here's Love. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And that's 10 points for Love.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
To the wing on the left. Valanciunas passes to Paul. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good with the triple. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Young's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 17. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. He dishes it to Curry. Passes to Hunter. Houston moving it around. Young for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Paul with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 20.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Wiggins passes to Paul. Young outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson inside, guarded by Kirk. Offensive rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
On its way from Young for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 20. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Los Angeles with another miss. The Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Hunter kicks to Curry. Over Thompson. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Paul. Thompson's got 20.
And just tough trying to knock Thompson off balance. Outstanding at fighting through any challenge presented.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Sabonis, the pass to Young. Pass to Hunter for the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Paul. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Now, here is Young. From downtown. Thompson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Cans it from short range.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Young against Paul. And the pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Wiggins. To the inside. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Wiggins. Thompson's got 22 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Now here's Paul over Young. And stolen by Hunter. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Houston moving the ball around. Young against Paul. Back to Curry. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Young outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Harris.
East shot. 3 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Finishing with authority. You like to see Wiggins playing with that kind of attitude and edge.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Dishes it to Young. Over Paul. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 31 points for Trae Young.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Valanciunas against Holmes. Here's Paul. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Alex Caruso comes in for Wiggins. And it's Ntilikina in for Klay Thompson. And then for Houston, Jang, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Damari Carroll comes in for Sabonis. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And that one falls for Paul.
And you know, with Paul, his competitive drive, really exceptional. He wants to be one of the all-time greats, and he's got a great winning mindset.
Now, here is Young. Ariza outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Doug McDermott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maladon subbed in for Paul. Here's Ntilikina. Now, here's Maladon. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
Jang.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, what's so impressive about Jang? Improvement in almost every category across the board, but especially hitting free throws.
And Jang drops them both. Here's Maladon.
Two shot.
That free throw, good for Melodon. Both good from the line that time. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Ariza. Up and in on the layup. Ariza's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
Here's Melodon. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Now here's Kaminsky. Here's Ntilikina. Clock at 6. Here's Caruso.
Strong defense by Ariza. His length and quickness throw a lot of shooters off their game.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. Lets it go from the wing. The offensive rebound. Here's Jang. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on it.
Now here's McDermott. Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Payne. He kicks it to Ariza. Now here's Carroll. Defense is right there. No good. LA's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Now here's Melodon. He's guarded by Diallo. And here is Melodon. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Kicks it to Ariza. Feeds it to Jang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the improving offensive skills and the length makes Jang a tough cover. I mean, we'll see if he can convert at the line now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Diallo. And Jang drops them both. Now Paul.
Two shot.
And that one falls for Paul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Doug McDermott comes in for Harris. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Maladon subbed in for Klay Thompson. And both free throws good from Paul. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Passes it to Carroll. To the middle, Beverly. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Theo Maladon picks one up.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Lakers making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. LA has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Maladon passes to McDermott. That shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Floats one. And it's Beverly missing. And for the Lakers, they're shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maladon. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And in this season series, it's become an emphatic 3-game sweep. So they have to feel pretty good about how dominant they've been in this matchup against Houston.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Chris Paul.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And he hits the first of 3.
And Ntilikina has a ton of potential, guys. A pass-first point guard with tremendous vision.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Rockets. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Now here's Maladon. Jang defending. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
It's stolen. Here's the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Houston with it. Beverly with the ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks with Chris Paul. The playoffs are dead ahead. What are the areas of emphasis as you get yourselves ready?
Keep defending, playing at the right pace, and trying to make this a tough place to play. We really need our crowd and this energy, and we really feed off of them. But just trying to get ready game by game.
You're putting some good wins together, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.